Hi, it's Mark the LandRover. I thought you'd show you the latest addition to the fleet, which is the 3/4 tonne Sankey GS trailer. And that's got a NATO eye, which is that, and that fits on the back of my NATO hitch on the back of the LandRover. And so what I've done this weekend, I've spent 2 days de-rusting her and then getting some lead oxide paint on, or red oxide, whatever it's called, on there, so it's all nice and tidy. I've refurbed the jockey wheels, that all works beautifully. That's all done. And then what we're going to do is cut here, and we're going to cut there, and then put an elongated box section in there so it comes to about there, and then put that tongue back on. So we've got a 770mm extra long Sankey trailer. If anyone knows I can get hold of one of these knobs, that'd be good, because mine's that's a bit rotten, because this trailer's about 25 years old. The handbrake doesn't work, so we're going to fix that. The cables are there, we've ripped out all the electrics, so there's no electrics in here at all. And this one's a Mark III Sankey, so it's about, I think it's about 25 years old. And so it's got disc brakes on it, so I've got to take the wheels off, see what's behind there and see what the discs and the pads are like. I've oiled up the springs. Now in the old days I used to oil these to so they didn't rattle and creak and stuff, so I've oiled the springs up, and then de-rusted the axle and painted that to keep it from going bad on me. And then what we've done here, we've taken the light things off the end, because these are welded on here on the Sankey, and you have a light cover and you have the triangle, the triangle light, and that's going to go on the box body when I build the box body. So I've taken that completely off, and I've got to grind these bloody lumps down now, which will take ages, I'm sure, to get them flat. And then I did rebuilt the rear stabilisers, just took them all apart. I haven't greased them yet, because I've just put a layer of paint on the inside legs, so they're all free up and moving. I don't want to touch that because it's wet paint, but you've got to do the hinges on the back of there to make sure she works all right. And that's the little keep hinge, I think. Now these little things here contain the fog lights, these two squares here, and I'm not sure what to do with them. I could cut them out and replace them with, decent steel, but I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure what to do. It provides a step, but what I'm going to do is the trailer is going to have an angle of about 45 degrees up here, and it's going to come out, so they're not really needed. I could put a couple of fog lights in there again, I suppose, because I'm not actually sure what to do with those holes. So I've redone this one as well, of course, this jockey wheel, or stabiliser leg, sorry, and then oiled the springs on that side, de-rusted it all completely. There's a little tiny bits to do, things like inside the channels. I'll have to get a wire brush inside there, because I couldn't get the grinder and the wheel inside there. But she's pretty sturdy, not one bit of rot on this whole trailer. 25 years old and not a single piece of rot that I can find. And so we're taking this off. This is the old NATO storage bracket. We're taking that off. What else are we doing? Oh, we've got to free the handbrake up and make sure that works. Then we've got to rebuild this, which is the brake pintle. That's seized at the moment, so we've got to take that apart and rebuild it. And then we've got to do the brakes. So this is a Mark III, so it's got disc brakes on it. So we're going to take the wheels off. At the moment they're on modular wheels, which is quite common for the civilian Sankeys, I suppose. Well, civilian after service type Sankeys. So what we're going to do is take the wheels off, and we're going to put Wolfs on, but Wolfs have longer wheel studs on here, so these come with the standard kind of LandRover wheel studs. They're not long enough, because the wheel here is thin compared to a Wolf, which is quite fat, and of course the nut sits further out and it actually comes past the stud. So I've got some new studs coming. We'll use these wheel nuts, of course. I've got some Wolf wheels to go on, and then we'll keep these tyres but turn them round so that the white wall's on the inside. And then we've got to redo the electrics, so we've got to put the electrics back in. I'm going to get Richard to do that, because he's brilliant at doing electrics. At the moment we're using kind of magnetic lights, there and there, just to so we can pull her about, that's all. So next job is brakes and shocker. We'll put new shockers on, just because they're ancient and the rubbers are all perished anyway, so we'll put new shockers on. Leaf springs are pretty good, so we'll leave them there. And then I'm hoping the pintle will rebuild all right, or else I'm going to have to buy another one. Now, so I've watched a YouTube video on rebuilding these pintles. We'll grease her up and see if we can get her working, free her off and see if we can get her working. So that's the Sankey. That's getting elongated by 770 mil, and then it'll be put on the back of the trailer. Sorry, in the back of the LandRover, once she's got the box body done. So, my name's Mark. See you soon.